Welcome back, race fans. We're back here with our second part of the Roughneck Racing doubleheader out here presented by Ninth Gear Broadcasting, and we're back in the Arca Series cars, but this time we're at my favorite track, Kevin, Talladega Super Speedway.
Yeah, the RNR Kings of Speed series. This is the main event in my eyes. Everyone's allowed. We're going to see some very talented drivers out here on the grid, and I think we're going to have a very, very fun race here to end the night off.
Yeah, I'd have to agree out here, Kevin. We got a strong field. We got 21 drivers out here on the grid. I'm getting the grid list sent over to you at the moment as we speak, and we'll go ahead and get that thing rolling here as soon as you get that. Reading 20 cars, actually. Sorry, Kevin. Didn't realize you were debating on running this one. I do not. Forgot to turn that off. Sorry.
That's why I was sitting quiet. I will say,
apologies.
What you missed was Wagner talking about payouts, and it's top 5 and then $20 to whoever leads going lap 20 onto 21. So a little halfway bonus to somebody. Hey, Devin, how you doing? But looking at your grid here, how about Asher Little getting the pole? Wants some redemption after last race. Cody Nagels on his outside, unable to race in the last one due to being too good. Your second row is going to be Sean Corbett and Chase Mastretta, Joe Huerta and Jared Haynes, Jeff Merck and Cameron Craighead, John Darnell and Malik Ray, Stephen Miles and Kyler Wynn, Dylan C. Jones and Kenny Reel, Matt Lee and Axel Smith, Josh McCullough and Tyler Vickery, Christopher Carter and Chris Ramsey rounding out your 20-car field.
And a nice field we got out here, Kevin. A lot of high-ranking, high-rated drivers out here. It's going to be an exciting one out here.
Absolutely no doubt about it. Looking here, we have 40 laps of racing. I'm seeing no fast repairs here. This is the main event. This isn't the underdog, so no fast repairs. And I think it's going to be a one-stop night as for fuel. So it's going to be an interesting race out here, Luke.
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. It's my favorite track, and I'm a big fan of these cars, especially on these super speedways. We got a little bit of a little taste of the action these cars give out here in the Atlanta race we just saw a little bit ago. A little bit of a super speedway kind of hybrid track. Definitely had a lot of fun watching that one, but I'm pretty excited to see what these things can do out here on the actual super speedways.
Absolutely. We're going to be going green this time by. Pace car will be coming in out of turn 4, and Asher Little will be on the command. We're in for 40 laps of madness here Friday night. Hopefully these guys are sober enough to drive, because it is Friday night, Luke, and we've seen some crazy things happen.
Hey, that we have, Kevin, but it's always an exciting one out here. It's going to be Asher Little on the inside and Cody Nagels on his outside, being pushed by Sean Corbett and Chase Mastretta. Pace car is going to be making its way in out of the turn out here. We're getting ready to kick this thing off.
You gonna get up?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Ew, sorry. Hate that starter camera now that they've added that really weird looking catch fence. We're going to use this camera instead to get a little bit better view of them as they're making their way towards the Geico restart out here. Flagman's going crazy, and we are green out here for the first time at Talladega.
Go. Their double file. The third line is already thinking about it early. We have some guys led by the 27 car of Malik Ray wanting to get to the front early out here.
Yeah, they ain't waiting around to make their moves. They're wanting to get up there early.
I can't tell if I'm going through you.
Oh, and I think we got our answer.
Split out on the inside. It looks like only one car is involved in that one.
Just one.
I think that's John Darnell. Yep, just one. Unfortunate, that's going to cause a couple of the guys out here. We'll pull up the map right now. See, the field's starting to spread out a little bit. We see a number of the guys back behind there that have kind of lost a little bit of speed, but I think they'll be able to link up together and hopefully re-catch the pack, as that outside line is working.
Yeah, it seems like that outside line. We saw that 3-wide start with Malik Ray, and he has made his way all the way to the front with it in a mere lap. So he's gone from, I think it was P10 to P2 now. Cody Nagels got the memo though, and he's up here with them.
Sean, do you have damage?
No.
Just taking a look here. That's the end for John Darnell. He is not reading in the session.
Yep, and with no fast repair, you know, an incident like that can definitely be a nail in the coffin. I'm just going back. You don't have to go back on stream, but I'm just going to go back and try to talk you through
See if
what
you
happened
can
there.
get us a little more info there.
He was right on the inside line, side by side with Craighead, and just there was a stack up all the way through. Huge checkups by Puerta, huge checkups right in front of him, and then he just doesn't really get the memo, and neither does the 24 car behind him of I don't know, whoever's in the Jeff Gordon car doesn't really get the memo and slides him off into the inside wall, and as soon as it started, his night ended, so unfortunate there.
I hate to see it happen this early on out here, but that's racing.
Yeah, Malik Ray's made his way down into the inside in front of Cameron Craighead, and they have some speed now. That outside line is no longer dominating.
And in these big, long super speedways, Kevin, it's all about the numbers out here. And if you don't have the numbers, your line might not work as well as one of those further lines on the inside that might have, 4, 5, even 6 cars drafting together. They can definitely generate a lot more speed.
Yeah, and the split comes to Axel Smith. He's stuck there on the sandwich line, waiting for somebody to find him. He gets inside.
Gonna file in with his
on that
teammate.
inside line. Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
I'm not so happy Chase Mastretta.
What the fuck are you clowns doing?
Not so happy Matthew Lee.
And they're both kind of riding back there. Near the back of that draft pack right now on the inside line. As that inside line was struggling there for a little while.
Nagels in command here. But Kyler Wynn right behind him in the 2 car, giving him the pushes. Seems like it's all those guys that split a 3 wide real early, except for Malik Ray, who's stuck on that slow inside line, trying to muster up some speed and get back up there, and pushed around by the 97 of Smith.
About that inside line, though, Malik Ray's getting a good run. Catching up through the turns.
Here they come. That inside line's found some speed out of turn 4. Right as I say that, it dies a little bit, but they gained a couple car lengths.
Going around again.
Malik Ray's now made his way up into the 2nd position as that inside line has found their groove. Down this backstretch, Kenny Reel into Kyler Wynn into Cody Nagels is just, dominating as far as speed goes.
Oh yeah, they've got it figured out. Two's gonna make the split.
Kyler.
Oh boy, Cody getting into him a little bit. He's sideways, gets into Kenny, and then they're clearing out. Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah,
oh man.
Just initial reaction here. It looks like Cody Nagels
Hi, bro.
side drafted a little too much.
Out there to mine. I was coming with the push. Didn't even be that
Bumps
low.
him a little bit.
Yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna watch it on stream here. Let's take a look. See what all they're seeing.
Yeah,
I'll
talk you through what I see here. It looks like
Oh,
it's too low on the side draft. It's a very awkward push up. And then there's no checking up on that if you're Kenny Reel, and
Anybody want to claim on that one?
he's into it hard.
looking at that back. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
watch
get it
that
on
from Malik's point of view. Maybe that'll.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Cody.
Hey,
Take a
Kenny, is that
look
the one
here.
in between the gas and the clutch? Yeah, I think so. I don't know, though. Could be wrong. I'm waiting on Joe.
I think that's a little bit of netcode there, Kevin.
It's definitely odd.
Because you can see the side draft is fine between Nagels and Wynn, but it almost looks like he gets into Malik Ray a little bit, because you can see he kind of turns like he gets turned sideways almost, like someone got into his left rear.
Let's take one last look here.
Yeah, look at it on the stream replay here. I'll show you right now.
Yeah, I'm watching.
No contact, nothing. He dips a little low here. Still nothing. And then it looks like he gets like turned sideways.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know,
I mean,
maybe a little bit of side draft, a little bit of net code.
A little bit of net code, but at the same time, we heard on the radio by Kenny Real, he said a push was coming. You did not have to go that low. And I think, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Just a little over aggressive by the 6th car, a little too early, and obviously it ends his night.
Gets in a pretty sizable incident there. Unfortunate for him. Everyone going to cycle through the pits out there, seeing if they can fix up whatever damage they might have received out there in that incident. We're still waiting on a lot of guys to make it out of the pits.
It's going to leave Malik Ray and Kyler Wynn on that front row, though, after they come out of the pits. And they've had a great transfer to the front. I mean, they were on the same wavelength all the way from the beginning of this race, getting up to that 3rd line and making it work.
It looked like netcode, honestly, that got you sideways to begin with, Cody.
Yeah, I went back and looked at it. Like, I obviously was low side drafting, but we haven't touched it. It's definitely netcode. It is what it is.
Are you out, Cody?
I mean, no, but probably. I don't know.
Can y'all take a look at the actions of Mr. Merck there? I don't know why he took out 2 of us.
Until I get my connection wired back up in a few days, that netcode shit's just going to continue to happen.
Jeff, your point of view from that wreck and it hit me was, that shit was funny, not gonna lie.
Well, Luke, we just heard from Cody
Can we take a look at Merck?
that he said until I get something
yeah,
connected
that's
back
kinda-
up, that netcode
Yeah,
shit's going to happen.
I
So
slowed down,
maybe
tried going
maybe
through it,
having
and
some
everybody
Luke
rolling
internet?
rolling everywhere.
Maybe getting Spectrum. Who knows?
Maybe getting Spectrum.
Maybe
I
getting
don't know, I was
Spectrum.
stopped in the middle of the tracks for
Hey, we're one that we've experienced some internet issues here on our end, so if anyone should understand it, it should be us. Seeing some of the guys making their way into the pits again. It's time by, and the lights off the pace car. They're going to file in 2 wide now.
Yeah, a couple of dogs on the 2nd row.
Yeah, I just looked at it. He was slowing down trying to avoid everybody. I don't think it was intentional or anything.
No, I don't think it was intentional. I just think it was funny the way it looked.
What's going on, Lisa?
How many cars were taken out, bro? We got like 7 people in the pad.
That's a good point by Asher Little. We have a 9-car front pack right now.
Kenny, the problem is I'm not used to people sitting still after they're getting wrecked. Yeah, I went back and watched your speed. You were less than 50
Noah
miles
Loveridge,
an hour
happy about
when you
NASCAR in the
went
chat.
from the top of the
Speaking of
bar.
Yeah.
Noah
Kind
Loveridge,
of
if you're
way
looking
you
for a
did
paint
it.
design, I know no better than Loveridge Motorsports Paints. I know he's done some 9th gear work, so if you've seen a 9th gear car out there that looks pretty good,
Like how in the
that was
fuck?
him, or a truck actually.
So good.
I'm gonna drop his Discord. If you're looking for a paint, go talk to him.
You're used to zigging and zagging, huh? Yeah, I'm used to having everybody get back on the gas as soon as they stop.
Pace cars coming in here. We're gonna be racing for the 2nd time. We got a good 8 laps. We got a good 7 laps in before the caution flew, but hoping we can have a longer green run this time by.
And And green, green, green. Here we go. Malik Ray with the jump out here on the inside.
And he's gonna come up in front of his teammate. See what they can do.
The outside line is working.
Yeah, and they're both clear very briefly.
And look there, a little 20% off discount if you're looking for a paint scheme there with Loveridge Motorsports. If you mention ninth gear in your request, there you go.
Appreciate
Oh,
that.
a little swirly on that outside line there. It's going to cause some checkups.
Damage still.
Everyone seems to take it pretty well, though. Everyone filing in.
Ooh.
Teammates
was
getting
quite
linked
the
up there.
transfer.
Yeah, and I imagine they
I
gave the
don't know
word
if
that he was
Asher
clear,
too
maybe.
happy
I don't know.
about that. Well, no, because he said in the chat, "What are you doing, bro?"
Oh, well. Maybe not. I don't know.
We can break from all the cars. They're all fighting.
Malik and Kyler working well together throughout this one as they started mid-pack and they haven't seen it since about lap 2. Oh, and the 12 car's turning.
Oh, boy.
So far, just him.
I think it's just him, yeah. So far, it's
Who
just
is it?
him.
Matt Lee.
Yeah, Matt Lee. So far, just Matt Lee. As it
We're still green
stands,
out here.
as it stands, he seems to be the only one involved in it, so it's going to
10
stay
miles
green.
of racetrack below you, dude. Wait, was that you?
He needs 11. Holy shit, Mark.
Jeff.
Yeah, and he got into it with the 13 car there of Chris Ramsey. And Ramsey was just out of the draft, stuck down low, and
Look out, boys!
it kind of just got collected together, I can't lie. It was an interesting
I'm pretty
one.
sure there was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the D. Whoa.
My spider said Carlo!
Josh, can we go?
Jeff Merck making money moves to get
We
towards the
gonna-
front.
We gonna sit line or we gonna race like cookies all night?
Me and Josh are best friends right now.
Talladega, where friends are made.
Some friendship bonds forming maybe out here on the super speedway.
Hell yeah, brothers!
You good, Josh?
Couple of
Yeah,
guys
I
trying
just
at that
got
inside line, but I mean, it just seems like at least until we see that green flag pit stop, I gotta agree that we're
You're
gonna see
good.
some single file racing up towards the front.
Here comes the big shot. Heads up.
It's gonna be Malik Ray, Kyler Wynn, Jeff Merck, Axel Smith, and Chase Mastretta top 5 right now.
You bitch!
And all of them are cycling up to that top line because they're all catching the memo that this is going to be a little bit of a strategy going on. To be honest with you, Loveridge Motorsports, I would get my ass to that top line as soon as I can.
Oh, yeah.
because
Seeing
they
that
seem
speed,
to have
yeah.
the number right now.
Numbers and the speed.
Absolutely. But we're seeing a little bit of a run made by that bottom, led by the, I do believe that's the one car of Joe Huerta.
Despite only having 4, they're not doing horrible at keeping up speed, but definitely off speed compared to that outside line. They are trucking.
They're getting some more cars down there. I'm seeing... seeing McCullough down there. I'm seeing Dylan Jones down there. I'm seeing Kenny Rio down there, who might have damage. I mean, he's involved pretty heavily in an incident. Malik Ray drops in, though, and that's an indicator that he thinks this inside line is the place to be, where the speed is. So, proving once again why we're up here in the booth and they're down there on the track, Luke.
Of course, Kevin. You know, can only take so many of those Draft Master races.
Oh, some blinking going
Oh boy.
on. At least on my end for
Yeah.
Kyler Wynn.
I got that as well up there on the outside line.
Oh, they're gonna split
Oh
the
boy.
lead.
Number 2's going to
his
come down with
teammate's
him.
Kyler Wynn, his teammate, doing a very teammately thing and coming down and saving him.
Yep, and to not strand his teammate out there.
Hell yeah, here we go.
And here we go. That third line's now going to drop down to 2, and now we're racing. That inside line's really got the momentum. But here goes
and
Kyler Wynn and Malik
They're
Ray.
gonna split Chase Mastretta.
And there's that third
Jeff
line.
Merck gets a read on that. They're gonna split him.
And they're doing it again. Oh, shit. Back and forth and back and forth. Those three are on a
Nobody's second
run.
out here.
And they're going to split him, too.
They don't want to be second, Luke. They want to be first.
No, sir. Kyler Wynn and Malik Ray shuffling their way up to the front with 24 laps to go. Man, those were some crazy moves out there. Stephen Miles filing in behind those two. That's a strong front three that's running up there on that outside line.
Oh, and 14 hesitates. I don't know if... Yeah, you can see on the bottom left of your screen. He hesitates to go up to the top, and he's going to get split. But once again, we're in that... Oh, a huge drop by Malik Ray.
Go, Josh, I'm bored. Do it. I know you want to.
Alright, here we go. Water up for that $20. Come on. $20 holla, baby.
Malik Ray back up to the high side in front of his teammate, Joe Huerta holding that middle line, and Jeff Merck on that inside line. We're 3 wide here with 23 to go and a pit stop still due. These guys are racing very hard, aren't holding back any.
Oh, no, they are not.
Oh,
All trying to
Ray
make those
splits.
passes. Oh, they're 4 wide briefly for a second there, or
Oh,
at least
man.
thinking about it. Opting to keep it 3.
Oh shit. Noah Loveridge feeling generous, saying winner gets a free paint.
Oh, boy.
I know a lot of drivers would be happy about that. I've seen some ugly schemes out here tonight, Luke.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got guys putting their dogs
Oh,
in the
bumping
cars
around a little bit
speed of
here.
Which they're bumping around.
Oh, and that they are, Kevin.
The dog cars, as I mentioned them.
Malik, holy, bro.
Asher Little, not very happy with Malik. As he's side drafting as much as he can, trying to keep that back at bay.
Oh! Jeff
Merck
Merck loose back up on the... Oh, my God.
comes back up and the field is
Oh,
filled.
Oh,
Once
my
again,
God.
with
Oh my
20 to
God.
go.
Holy.
Oh, yeah, give me the yellow. I hate my life. This car's so stupid.
And, boy, we're going to have to go back and watch that one. That was... That one looked a little,
Long enough to know you can't push all the way through the fucking corner. He definitely tried. Man, come on, man. You know about these bump hooks, man. What?
Merc is fucking dead.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to describe it.
Dale Jr. Dale or Hot Wreck, if I've ever seen one.
Yo, Cameron. Like, head on. Like,
Yeah, I watched that shit. He just got sent to fucking
Oh, boy.
Mars.
Sent to fucking Mars
dude,
is the
they're
call.
taking his brains out of the fucking dashboard.
Yeah, that definitely was a rough one there for him, but that's going to cycle Malik Ray, leading this thing after we cycle through the pacing.
He's a halfway winner.
Yeah, let's go back and look at that one more time because,
For a minute.
I mean, somebody had to have died there.
Who got killed behind me?
Jeff Merck got killed in front of everybody.
Okay, well, we'll watch this one more time, and then we'll go to
Call the morgue.
see it happen right here. Jeff Merck comes back up.
Bro, his mama felt that.
Can
Tell
I
you
have
what,
my yellow
let's watch his
iPad
onboard.
hit so everybody doesn't get black flags?
Did I get that, James? I was the leader.
Yeah,
Oh my
I thought
God.
she was too. I'm gonna go back and look at it, but I thought she was.
Oh, shit, it was Joshua McCullough, our halfway winner. Oh, shit.
Wait, who was
Yeah,
the
I
halfway
leader,
winner?
And then everybody passed me right there, so it showed me third.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, you was halfway later.
I need a black clear. I passed him right though.
After the pit cycle through, it's going to be Axel Smith leading this thing now with Malik Ray in second.
I'm putting their chat and ask who won halfway because I heard only thing I heard about it was you were halfway winner, but
Joshua McCullough.
Josh McCullough winning the halfway point. So he's $20 richer already, and the race is only halfway over, Luke.
There you go.
Buddy hooked a right. I don't blame him. Yeah, I mean, white gray, it's what we all dream to do. I mean, you know, I don't think there's anything more fun in the entire application of iRacing than
Just
just
in, guys, the winner of this
clearing.
race gets a free paint scheme from Love Ridge Paints.
You heard the boss there. Winner of race gets a free paint scheme. Word is spreading, courtesy of Loveridge
Are they gonna
Paints.
get their feelings hurt if we tell them it's ass?
Hell yeah, I need me a paint too.
And he real saying he needs him a paint.
Can I have my yellow?
Chase Mastretta on some bullshit as usual.
Where's Kevin Tipton when we need him in the race?
I just don't even know what that means.
I also don't know what that means.
If they want cautions, they're already getting them without me.
Yeah. Axel Smith going to be leading this thing away with Malik Ray on his outside. Let's see, what dog do we have on the front there of
Kevin,
that
we
one?
need you out here zigging and zagging like a bald eagle.
Kenny Real saying I should zig and zag like a bald eagle. I don't have my wheel set up, so I can't talk in voice because that's what it's bound to, but
Ah,
I'll go bug him in his Twitch stream after broadcast.
of course, of course.
I think he's live. Real Racing 11, if you want to go check that out,
Kenny,
little
how's your
shameless plug.
damage?
I'm good now.
Pace car's coming in though. We're going green this time by Axel Smith and Malik
Yeah.
Ray front row.
How much you got left?
It's enough. Car ain't even driving that bad though, really.
Green, 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 that's the call. Axel Smith on the inside. And the outside line behind Malik Ray is non-existent. Kyler Wynn gonna come and help with that. Definitely not a tight restart for the guys out there, Luke.
And third line's kind of getting peeked out already. A couple of the guys getting split, and they're going to file all up into this now.
And you know, if we're going to see hard racing, we're going to see it now, because with that caution coming out, we're no longer going to need to pit under green. So these guys are given the green light to just go out here and drive as hard as they can for 17 more laps.
Oh my god. No, you good, go ahead.
Ooh, a little wiggly there on that top side, right in front of Cody Nagels, who is fighting to stay in this thing.
That was close.
Sorry, Josh. My bad.
Outside line, as
I'm
we've
just
seen
glad
all
you
evening,
changed it,
just
that's
dominating.
bad.
Yeah, they've got the numbers.
It seems like, you know, they've been given the time out here in the front, but every once in a while a huge run will come on that inside line, and we'll see some very, very hard racing. So, you know, just waiting for that to happen. Maybe a couple guys would have to drop in, because it seems like there's 3 cars total on that inside line.
And they're definitely going to need more if they're going to want something to work, as now it's only 2.
This is boring. It's really boring, actually.
That's your little calling out boring. Not a big fan of the single file parading around that they're doing right now with 15 to go.
And, you know, I think these guys are more or less concerned about just keeping their car in shape, you know, leading up to these last couple laps out here. You know, it was very different than what we saw out here in the Atlanta race, you know, where we saw around that lap 11, 12 mark. It was starting to really become go time, start to make those moves out here at a bigger super speedway like this. It's a lot later on in the race. We still got quite a bit of racing left to go out here with 15 to go.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. And I mean, you know, as boring as some of these guys may see it, the racing is happening. You know, we're seeing drops down to the inside now. Transfers are being made. It's just that front 6 or 7 guys are, you know, definitely just holding their line straight and hoping for the best. Cody Nagels, though, the first to drop. He wants to try with Kenny Real at that inside line. And they have gotten from 3 to 6 cars, and the speed is showing. They're not up there yet, but they're definitely improving as far as speed of that inside line goes. Chase Mastretta pushing around, Kyler Wynn pushing around Malik Ray, though, on that top side. And that seems to be where the magic's happening still. Here they come. Led by Joe Huerta.
You dirty dog!
Trying to make a run for it, but still just don't have the speed that top line has. Oh, here they come now. They've got a good run out of turn 2. Just 5 cars, but they're making it happen. Cody Nagels pushing through the back of Huerta. Malik Ray's still in the lead, but it is very close as they're going to come down to side draft. It's
There's that
time.
third line. They're looking to split back there.
Yeah, the third line could happen. They've left the door open, but
Bad side
right now we're seeing some 2-wide racing between Huerta and Malik Ray for the lead. Who do you think out here in this field, based off what you've seen, Luke, could use a Loveridge Motorsports paint scheme the most?
Fuck you pushing me for there, driver? I got 3 cars in front of me.
Luke, you there?
I got pushed behind, buddy.
Really need to get a new mic cord, Kevin. This is just absurd.
All right, did you hear the question?
Please repeat. It also fucked with my headset
I was
settings.
saying, who do you think out of this whole field could use a Loveridge Motorsports paint scheme the most?
I'm red.
Oh,
I
God.
let you go.
Take a look-see here. I'd say probably the guy that's not out on the track, Mr. Kevin Tipton himself. He's technically in this race, right?
Already are.
Red again.
Hilarious. Kevin accidentally registered as a driver.
I've heard that one before.
All of them. Yeah, I like that answer. Inside line's getting a little bit of speed again, but right as I say that, the outside line, just down the backstretch, just dominates. We saw Cody Nagels talking about how he might be overheating, blinking red, so he needs some air, and Joe Huerta's giving it to him. It's going to lose them some speed. It's an awkward position because there's nowhere he can really go to cycle out of it, just to cool off. If he were to fall off that inside line, he would be dead in the water.
Definitely a dangerous spot to be in right now, trying to balance the temps.
If there's a run mid, I'd take it.
Giving him the word if he sees the run mid to take it.
Let me push it.
3 wide though. The
Might
13 gets split up a little bit, and
He drops a line. He's not clear. Oh, and he's not
no.
clear. Chris Ramsey.
Gonna cause tonight doing that shit.
You weren't even close to clear, dude. Fuck.
Thinking he was clear, but wasn't. Oh, boy. That brings out our 3rd caution. And I believe he thought he was
right.
clear.
And it's like, he destroyed me in the other race. Nice. Nice job.
Man, I tell you what, there's a lot of stupid son of bitches out here.
Or Chris Ramsey, I'm sorry, I said the wrong name.
And gap definitely wasn't there, and he causes a decent one there. Seems he got the worst of it, though, so... Fortunately, they're going to have to...
Caution.
Yeah, it's going to be our 3rd.
If you were one of the guys up there on that outside line, I think is the last thing you wanted.
Yeah, you have all that space, and now it's
Whoa.
gone just like
Whoa,
that.
I just watched that replay, Ramsey. Where are you going, bro?
The Narnia.
Cheesiest move of the race. Unfortunately goes to the pizza car of Chris Ramsey. We're thinking sponsorships tonight, fellas.
Oh.
But, I mean, that's going to leave Malik Ray and Kyler Wynn on the front row together, which, A, is kind of what they want, but, I mean, B, it's going to split them up. It's not going to put them on the same line. They're going to have to, do one of those maneuvers where one of them lets the other in if they want to work together right off the rip. But, I mean, just, they had a great thing going there in that top line, and this is going to soil that.
And who knows? We see a couple of the guys making their way into the pits now. Cody Nagels, Christopher Carter, Tyler Vickery, Ramsey, Haynes, Carter.
Cody Nagels has been chopping off some damage every caution since an incident he was involved in, just trying to get his car feeling as good as it can. Surely still has some.
And especially in such a big track like this. I mean, cleaner your car can be, better you're going to be in the drafting in the back straights and stuff like that. So definitely pretty crucial out here at a track like this.
It looks like it's a front left issue that he's trying to get cleared up. It don't look bad though. It don't look that bad.
We'll see if it
Yeah, that's on the 13.
stays that way.
Yeah, Vickery could have some damage there. He gets into it at the very end with a 13. Seemed like they were pretty slowed down to that point, but he's back out of the pits. Filing back in. Still in the lead lap, still in a decent spot, because a lot of the guys out here are damaged or out of this one.
Yeah, it's definitely going to shorten the field out here just a little bit, Kevin. It's going to be Malik Ray out here, like we said, with the lead. I believe we got one more to go out here as the light's still on for the pace car.
What should my first word on Wordle be?
Asher Little may be looking for some advice on his Wordle.
I accidentally just did admin. You said it too late. Axel told me to do admin.
Damn, I told him to do rec, but apparently I was too late.
What's next, though? N is in yellow.
Ends in yellow. What are we thinking next? Vickery saying very light tap, no damage from what iRacing is telling him. All good things to hear. Still sitting in a decent spot, to be honest. I mean, coming in for a pit, assessing some damage, and coming out in 12th place. Still
Not too
promising.
shabby. Not too shabby at all.
I'm no longer going to be enabling Asher Little's tomfoolery, so gonna leave that as is. Yeah, Wordle's 5.
I got it in 3. Thanks, y'all.
he's thanking them despite no answers. Got in 3. Asher Little out here trying to beat the retard allegations, saying he got in 3. What do you think, Luke?
And Malik,
Tough to say, Kevin. Tough to say. What do you think?
I think there's no beating him, to be honest with
You
you.
guys still doing those Jimmy Crow waves from someone wrecks in you and you're supposed to be looking on?
The dirty crow.
Well, look,
Yeah,
we're going to be
whatever,
6
cool.
to go when we go green here. It's going to be Kyler Wynn and Malik Ray front row who have dominated all race out here. Chase Mastretta, though, he's been pushing him around. He's now on the inside line alongside Malik Ray. He'll be trying to find matched up with both of them once again.
Yeah, definitely. Most of the guys up there in that front group, they've been running pretty strong out here most of the race out here. They've, stayed clear of the incidents, but, I know a couple of them have been involved in them, so those that did get involved in them, able to clear it up and get back out there, and we're looking to go green out here again and get this thing rolling again.
Pace car comes in.
Easy,
Malik
Grandpa.
Ray. Kyler Wynn. 6 laps to go. Here we go with RNR, Kings of the Speed. Green, 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 that's the call. And we are racing up through the gears as they go, Luke.
6 laps to go out here, Kevin. Things are about to get interesting. And, I kind of had the feeling something like that would happen there,
Yeah,
Kevin.
absolutely.
Malik Ray going to slide right up in front of Kyler Wynn on that outside line. They're going to keep that momentum going. They've been having all race.
Yeah, possibly one of the worst positions Chase Mastretta could be put in.
I'm a little
because
drunk.
there for a second he didn't have any help, but it's here now in the form of the 12 car.
I got 3 cars in front of me. Stop pushing through me.
They're even. The inside line has made it back. Chase Mastretta to the lead into turn 3 with 6 to go. This hasn't panned out exactly how the outside line wants it to. As they've been gapped. Oh, he's free. He is free. Mastretta transfers up in front of him. Oh! Malik Ray not having any of it.
Oh, boy.
Hard into the wall goes Mastretta.
Don't do it, Josh.
And around goes Matt Lee to the lead.
Oh, boy. And we're still green out here.
Asher, I got someone in front of me.
Sorry, Tyler. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the 12 car. All over the place. He gets an awkward push.
Oh man,
Oh,
they're
man, look,
racing now.
This is a crazy race now. This could go any way, and if it goes green, I'd be surprised because we are seeing some awkward bumps.
Oh boy.
Oh, the
Oh my
97 of Axel
God.
Smith makes the transfer, but barely in front of Malik Ray. And now he's getting kind of split. He's going to come back up. And he's
come
not.
on.
I mean, he is really split. He tries to get onto the high line, but it's not going to work. Malik Ray, Matt Lee now on the outside.
Are you crazy?
3 wide.
Only 4 to go out here.
I need this for my emotional health.
Seems Stroop staying up past his bedtime. Yeah, outside line with speed.
come on.
Oh, they are moving now.
Oh boy,
Malik Ray, Matt Lee, Cameron Craighead, Kenny Reel all found each other on the high side.
Seems that inside line is split up into 2 now. That's definitely not what they want. I see someone sideways back down there. Briefly, number 6 was Asher Little. Holds it together.
Here comes Kyler Winnigan, though. He's on that inside line trying to.
Oh, he's got a good run going.
We know that inside line has found all of its speed through the turns. We're going to see what he's able to do as he moves up into the second position. Being shoved by Joe Huerta. He's to the lead and he's to the outside. He made the transfer.
He's back on that high line, and that is just got to be a buzzkill there for Joe Huerta.
I was going to say, no one's being so kind to him as to push him clear.
97 of Alex Smith linking up with him, or Axel Smith, sorry, linking up with him now. It's going to be 2 laps to go out here when we cross the start-finish.
Yeah, outside line still dominating the thing. Craighead coming down in front of Huerta. That's going to give them another car, and we know nobody's pushed better this race than Joe Huerta.
Another one drops down
Lee
low.
Makes the move. Now it's Kyler to the top.
They see the split trying to be made, but they aren't having it.
Uh-oh, we're hearing some temp problems. It's going to be that inside line.
Just kill me.
Or no, that was Matt Lee coming to the inside line because he was out of temps. Getting some fresh air.
Uh-oh.
Kyler coming to kill him again.
Malik Ray leading that outside line.
Malik Ray and Kenny Reel.
Throwing dumb blocks there.
Have to do it, you're left down.
2 to go. Coming to the white flag. These guys are pushing the limits out here. White flag. Matt Lee in the lead on the inside line. Kyler went on the top. They're side-by-side racing.
I'm hot.
It is very tight.
Craighead saying he's
Craighead
got some
out
high
of
temps.
Huerta goes up.
3
wide.
wide.
Die here.
Oh boy, that outside line's got the speed.
Kenny Reel trying to clear Malik to the inside. They're all pushing each other on that top as hard as possible.
Oh, they're going to drop
Transfers
now.
are made. Both of them make the transfer. Through 3 and 4.
Looking for the
They try
blocks.
coming up.
Matt Lee tries to go with them. They split him.
Here comes Cameron Craig.
Come onto the
inside,
line.
but the speed's not there. Kenny Reel drops low. Malik tries for it. It's going to be Kyler Wynn by an inch over his teammate.
Oh man, and what a win out there for Kyler Wynn and Malik
You're
Ray.
so tough, Jared. You're so tough.
And
Good
some
job.
after race words being exchanged.
I'll take tough over being an idiot any day, bud.
I mean, I'm not a lap down. I mean, you're talking, so thanks.
It's going to read Wynn, Ray, Huerta,
Reach the interview
Reel,
room, if you will, please.
and Matt Lee in your top 5. Kyler Wynn is the proud new owner of a Loveridge Motorsports paint scheme. Going to drop that Discord link one more time to all you other guys that want to get 20% off a paint scheme using code 9th Gear.
And looking at your unofficial results out there, it's Kyler Wynn with the win. Malik Ray in second, Joe Huerta third, Kenny Reel fourth, Matt Lee fifth, Cameron Craighead sixth, Tyler Vickery seventh, and Dylan C. Jones eighth, Axel Smith ninth, and Chase Mistretta 10th to round out your top 10 there. Kyler going to make his way up there to get some victory shitties underway.
So yeah, I would have went with you if you would have waited.
Absolutely. I mean, that was just.
there that we're just gonna get
I mean,
stuck
just
back in
taking the right. I mean, momentum. The right momentum. He was going with the right lines whenever he needed to, and also sticking with his teammate there. And I mean, that's all you can ask for. Getting a 1-2 with him and Malik as they work together all race. But first interview I want to
Like
get in here
like if you wait
is going to be
till
Joe
the tribal,
Huerta,
it'd have been
who had a
fine.
great
They're out of the
run.
corner, they're getting all the mo. We just had no
As
forward
he
momentum
stayed
right
true
there.
to that high line
We
there
got buried.
at the end. But able to get it done up top, pushing Kyler. Gonna get him over here first. Hey, Joe, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
I got you, man. What's up?
Hey, man, that was a great race for you, a great race for a lot of the guys. I mean, we saw the 3 wide racing, but we also saw a lot of momentum working there up on the top. And you seem to be the guy that was able to make the bottom work. How were you able to get those pushes going and even get Kyler cleared there at one point?
I think just the trust. I was trying to show my nose early there that I was gonna stick to the bottom and try to get to the front. So hopefully get a few guys to drag down there with me and hopefully get to the front. But it was just such a top lane dependent race. Just protect right rear at all costs. I tried to get the bottom to work later there with about 3 to go. It just wasn't really working. But I was really lucky to find a gap in between. I think I forget who's in the car, but it was between Kenny Reel and 18, and we just rocketed up to the front from there. But it was a fun race. Really aggressive, but for the most part, pretty clean up in the front. So it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and I won't lie, I just bought these Arca cars. I don't know how they've slipped through this long, but I gotta ask, how did they feel at a track like this? I know a lot of the guys did Atlanta prior, and it was a little shaky. So how did they feel out here at Talladega?
Honestly, like the drafting style and trying to like catch people's right rears or drag them back in side draft, it's very similar to the old next gen car, how that behaves. So you just got to be running 110% all the time. No points of lifting or letting anyone get past you, because anyone gets to your right rear, you're going all the way to the back. So just full throttle all the way.
Absolutely, we appreciate you, Joe. Congratulations on the success out here, getting a podium finished in the night. Anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
I want to shout out the Jack Shack. We ran really good all night. We were like 1 through 4, and then 6 last race, and then me and Kenny cashed, and we had ourselves a good little night. I wanted to get in front of Kyler and Malik. Obviously, those are the guys to beat night in, night out, but I'll take a third.
Absolutely, we appreciate you and congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Joe Huerta. 2 good races tonight. I know Trevor was talking about the team success. He'll be proud once he hears the results of that one for Jack Shack. But next up, I'm not seeing Malik, so I'm going to get in the race winner, Kyler Wynn, see what his thoughts on the race was. Hey, Kyler, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man, what a race. I mean, we just heard from Joe, which was pretty apparent. It was a top lane type of night in these cars, and you and Malik seemed to be able to control that for the majority of the night. And things spread out there at the end, but you were able to get the checkered flag. You want to talk us through that last couple of laps and how you were able to get your car to the front?
Yeah, I mean, it was just great coordination between me and Malik. Me and him work really well together. A lot of the moves we make goes unsaid in Discord. Like we've been working together on these super speedways for the past like 3 or 4 years now, and we used to run officials together a lot, and we wouldn't communicate at all. Like I didn't have a mic. We weren't in Discord. It was just us guys up front a lot. That's how I met Malik. I was just being up front with him on super speedways a lot. We think alike, so we kind of know how the draft works. that sounds kind of weird, but we know like how the car works, and he's a very talented super speedwayer, so I like to think I am too. So it just works out, especially in a car like this where I'd say it's more skill dependent where you are in the field because of the it's not that gridlocked like the Xfinity in the truck could be, but you have to like position your car right, and it's really rewarding in this car, which I like. It used to be like the next gen, or the next gen used to be like this, but they changed it. And a fun car. It's probably the best car in Super Series, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it was very fun to watch. I know all evening I was calling you and Malik teammates, which I don't even know if it's true to any extent, but it seems like you guys are always on the same wavelength out there working together. So Congratulations on being able to get both you guys into a 1-2 spot and get the win out here. I know, courtesy of Loveridge Motorsports Paint Schemes, you won yourself a new free paint scheme. He said in the chat, winner of the race. So I can get you that information if you're interested in a new paint scheme for any
Oh, okay.
car.
Probably this
Um,
car. This is the car I'm in right now. It's just a trading pins car. So yeah, probably this one.
Absolutely. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on going into the weekend with some extra money after a great win. Anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, just teammates Malik and Miles. Miles got eliminated earlier on in the race, but yeah, I love working with them. They're great teammates to have, and you guys for broadcasting. Thank you for putting this on.
All right, we appreciate it, Kyler, and congratulations.
Yeah.
That was Kyler Wynn getting the W and getting the free paint scheme out here from Loveridge Motorsports Paint Schemes. What a race, Luke. All right, well, I'll close this out. I mean, I had a blast out here. A great race, a great finish. I mean, I won't lie, these might be one of my new favorite cars as well. We saw some huge runs. We saw, I mean, some drafting, some pushing making its way into effect there at the end. Some guys were shoving each other out of the way, and I mean, we couldn't ask for much more out of a super speedway race than that.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm always excited for Talladega when it comes through, and even more excited when I see these new Arca cars. I've been having a blast ever since they got added to the game, just the little bits here and there they've gotten added to the Menard series and stuff like that. But I always love watching them out here in more professional hands than ours, of course. But some happy drivers out here tonight, and I know I'm happy with the performance we got to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at our schedule, I don't know where we're going next, to be honest with you. We have a race Thursday, but before that, I'm not seeing much until next Friday, which I don't know if we'll keep doing this doubleheader or we'll go back to tripleheader or what the plan is, but stay tuned to our YouTube schedule because we'll get that updated as soon as we find out. And look, you want to close it out?
Yeah, I mean, one other thing, we don't have any set in stone plans yet, but keep an eye out in the Ninth Gear Discord. Might have a couple things coming up here there in the upcoming week or so. So nothing in stone yet, but just keep an eye out there. Might be some cool stuff coming up out there. But either way, a big thanks to the guys out there at RNR for putting this thing on and giving us an exciting one to watch. And big thanks to all the drivers out there for making it an exciting one for us to broadcast. Big thanks to the fans for watching, and we'll see you all out here in the next one. Good night, race fans.